Welcome back to Super Amigo Squad. Sorry it's been forever, we're all dying. I've been wondering if we should make quarantine update videos of stupid shit. Because that seems to be popular. But then I feel like I'm doing exactly the same thing I do every goddamn day.
Yeah, they issued the order and nothing changed.
Yeah, well except I haven't bought comic books in 2 months. I'm suffering deeply.
We have a bold cat over here. Sorry about that.
Okay, well, hit resume, I believe. We usually load in before we start, but we got lazy today. Don't mind us. Resume. I'm also going to be eating a peanut butter sandwich, so if you see me, like, curl up in the corner over here...
Where did we leave off?
My lack of professionalism. Running over to, start the big cutscene. It's wartime, friends.
Right. We're about to have the...
Speaking of, before you do that, the big cutscene, did you see the thing Morgan, we have our friend Morgan draws a lot of Dragon Age stuff. Did you see what she drew with, Duncan meeting little Alistair?
Nope.
Oh, it's super popular right now. I just want you to know, is if you hear me talk about Morgan a lot, it's because we've been talking about Duncan non-stop for like the past 3 days.
Oh, so, if she'll let you, link it in the description and then everybody else can see it.
Yeah, I'd be happy to promote it. We don't have as many followers, but I will definitely. So let's get the show on the road because we're about to be sad.
Buckethead has a job to do.
Die. The job is die. Don't stop. What are you gonna do if that shows up on the recording? I'm gonna punch you.
It'd be very interesting if it did.
Like, what purpose do you have to be there, sister?
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will.
You're
The
gonna
bright
die.
ends here.
I also pitched to Morgan, AU, where Alistair dies in the battle at Ostagar instead of Duncan. And she was just like, no, what the heck? She was so mad at me. I'm sorry, but between this and like the scene in Lord of the Rings, like when the enemy army is that ugly looking, I kind of get the need to like. Yeah, agreed, friend. But that dude's my hero. That dude's my hero, man.
As they realize there's a lot more dog spawn than they expected.
I like that they're all running ahead and then the ogres are just like chilling.
We know that ogres are very capable of moving faster than that.
Yes, but like in every other point in the game, ogres immediately charge.
Archers seem to just keep firing.
Puppies! The only thing I'd show up to Oscar for. Ah! Baby!
For Rodan!
Also the only thing I would choose
See, now this to me was just a horrible strategy. You left your defensive position where you had them at a choke point to charge and disrupt their lines at the very onset of the fight.
But
Let's cross the bridge and get to... Oh.
But you also have to consider the landscape. The whole point was to have Logan's army flank them after they got enough of their forces in. dark spot numbers. Wrong!
Oh, come on!
You deserved it.
Such garbage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is they took into account what they were dealing with.
They can help us. They're everywhere.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you?
Grey
The
Wardens.
tower.
How
It's
do
been
you
taken.
know?
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
Could you imagine the amount of
Guardspawn
shit
came up
talk
through the lower chambers.
going
They're
around and
everywhere.
gossip
Most
just
of
in the
our men are
background
dead.
of when you show up
Then
to
we
the
have
Grey
to get to the
Wardens?
beacon and light it
You're like,
ourselves.
that one lived? Where are the other two? Like, how are they gonna answer those questions? I mean, you
As
had...
the soldier
they
just
had
runs
to...
off and I get stuck with the mage. Whenever you want to.
The mage is a good one to have. You know, back when Dragon Age,
Was it
when Dragon Age has healing.
Yeah, one of the things that has upset me to no end.
In Inquisition. And it was like worse because they basically made it seem like the removal of the spirit healer subclass as an option in 3 was the reason why you couldn't heal. And I was like, nah, I knew how to heal as a blood mage, man. Who you think you're conning? Like, my first level up, I got healing.
It's legitimately in one of the schools of magic. They actually go over it. That's the thing that just infuriates me.
And then they divided the schools of magic between elements.
Which was so dumb. They completely ignore the lore that they had already created. I hate when games do that.
Yeah, like the playthrough that I'm running in Dragon Age 2 right now, I'm basically an entropy mage, and then my subclass is spirit healer. So I just stay back, mess everybody up, and just make sure that my party doesn't die. And there's also stuff in this corner over here. Just follow the wall. Nope, not that far. There's that, and I think there's like a box or something over this way. Okay, I guess it wasn't over here. It might be a little further ahead.
I think it's a little further ahead, but we will exhaust the options.
That's not like you're on a timetable. Yeah, they're right there.
Yeah, already.
You already got it then. Not like you're on a time limit or anything. Even though by context you should be.
They've taken the tower. Okay, well, we're not just gonna rush right in.
Did you let these soldiers get murdered? Congrats.
You know what? They were gonna run away from me. They're not out there. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Close your friendly firebox in the window. Yeah.
Didn't even realize it was open. Shows how much I pay attention.
It's because when I play, I turn off the tutorials. So I notice them when they're there.
Looking for loot in all the wrong places.
I noticed. As they're already starting to fight.
You are infuriating! Hey, Alpha.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
What the hell are you doing? Just seriously?
He broke it. He broke it. You know, that particular staircase is glitched.
How wonderful.
It's begun.
As a person who gets stuck on it often, I can tell you.
Alistair, you were taking some damage.
Shall be done.
Yeah, you have a mage. Pay attention to your people's health. Like, what did this game give you a mage for? And he doesn't have healing. That's even worse. But he does have paralyzed, which, you know, when you go up against that ogre,
As you say.
switch to him and cast it immediately. It is the rudest thing to do, but it is your right as a mage to do it. You know, that's what I did when I got into the Mage's Tower. The second he turned into a pride demon, I just cast mass paralysis.
And it actually took?
Yeah, he just got stuck and stood there forever.
Alright, now, if I remember correctly, there's traps all over the place.
There's one there. No.
And they will just freaking...
There's only one. It's just because it's a big one, it triggers all through here.
Yeah. You guys are going to hold position. I am going to kite.
You know, if you hit that with a hold position just as you, it makes the rest of them stop. You don't have to do it individually. You have to run the cursor over the stick part of it. There you go. See, doesn't that tell you I've played this game too many times?
Yeah, usually they just fucking die. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you tell them to stop holding position before you die?
Oh no, I'm fine.
We must fight.
Yeah, there's an emissary over there.
Who's not hitting me right now.
Like I said, you could have just done it for
There is
you.
no glory in bloodshed.
You have to make everything so difficult.
Well, there's not a second trap.
Now over here.
Don't give them the advantage. Back.
Alright.
Because your right as a rogue is, it would have told you already.
Now we do battle.
Alice, you failing.
Alice is about to mess somebody up. He does not have...
Drag it. There you go.
That did not work.
You have to make sure it highlights the square. There you go.
Bloodshed. Now you fall.
And the amount of shit I know about this game.
This is it.
Whenever y'all are ready. Fantastic. Good job.
As the person who never plays as a human noble, I did not know you could bring your dog with you at this part. I did it! Like, I think I played a human noble once, and I vaguely remember it.
It's like the most commonly chosen class, I'd imagine.
Or Dalish Elf.
Because
Because I want to be wild and free and frolic in the woods. And, you know...
That is not what happens.
That is not what happens, you know, I mean, that's what I wanted, but you know what I got is, found humans in the forest, found a cave, best friend got poisoned, best friend ran away, I woke up also poisoned.
But yeah, that's the only other... I mean, you are very restricted if you want to be a rogue. That's the thing. And rogue is, in my opinion, the class to be in the first game.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the first game, like, anytime I play as anything else, like I said, I've been playing it the past couple of days as a mage, but anytime I play as literally anything else, I, like, lose my shit when I can't open chests. It's like a feral response.
You're ready.
Who are you saying whenever you're ready to?
My character.
I don't know why you let yourself be the first person in a room when you're the rogue.
I literally backed up as soon as the door was open.
Why don't you just walk around as Alistair? Make him open all the doors. That's what Harrigan would do. She would walk around instead.
Oh, come on!
That's what we got for not paying attention.
No, I would have had it except everybody was in my way. Incredibly frustrating.
Yeah, but you're not paying attention to their health.
No, I was paying attention to their health. That's why I was targeting that guy. As if I could have stunned him, he would have been fine. But I couldn't get there to stun him.
I shall do it.
Yeah, but that's on you.
I'm the one playing the game.
No, I'm telling you, you took the time to take the shot instead of just healing the dude. Which you could have done in like 0.2 seconds by switching characters. Close the tutorial window. Good old elf fruit. It's drugs time. Drugs, 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 drugs. They don't openly say it, but just by, you know, context between all of the games, I feel like you can smoke elf fruit like weed.
Absolutely you can.
Like calling the Inquisitor out for having an elf fruit obsession, and I'm like, the Inquisitor smokes weed! Yeah, can't go on that hole till later.
Take that! Think you could knock me?
Stop going after the mage.
No. What difficulty did we put this game on?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But their AI programming with the thought process of let's kill the mage first kind of makes me question.
I know we didn't put it on the hardest difficulty. There's at least that.
Yeah, when you play this game on Nightmare, their AI targeting is ranged lowest armor first. And then, depending on the battle, it is highest DPS first. Which is annoying.
What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
Weren't you complaining that you wouldn't get to fight? There's no point in moaning about it. We have fighting to do. You could try telling them they're in the wrong place.
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Karen Logain will be waiting for the signal.
Yes. Yes, he will. See, the Darkspawn have had a little bit of time. They've been having snacks.
Like, not even just snacks. I mean, like, those are some clean bones.
Yeah. Doggo?
No, don't go that far yet. There's a crate over there.
Mm-hmm.
And the second you pass that threshold, it'll trigger people to come out of the rooms next to you.
The red dots.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Like, take it slow into the rooms and kill those first.
It is
Because
begun.
the second you pass the door threshold, you'll get attacked by everybody.
I think that's all of them.
No, go back. I think there might be one more. If you circle behind those barrels. Okay, it might be the next floor up. I was about to say, one of these little pillar thingies.
These you do not want to be.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is go in the rooms first and then circle around. Because as long as you don't pass the door, you won't trigger everybody.
Stop! Whenever you. Oh my gosh. I was hitting all the wrong buttons.
Yeah, but you're also clicking from an angle directly behind you. So you're clicking on yourself more than you're clicking on the enemy.
I was trying to hit the 2 and then do the click, but I wasn't targeted yet, and it was just a mess.
Yeah. There's a chest at the back of this room. Should be.
I was hoping that I could loot them. One thing I didn't like is sometimes it actually takes a little bit for enemies to show up that you can loot them.
No. Door across the way first. Just don't, like I said, don't pass the threshold. Just go straight across.
I wanted to get
I shall do it.
Oh, you would.
Just immediately knock back.
No quarter shall be given.
Okay. Now,
Now
can
you
I
can-
go behind the freaking ballista?
Yep. Is there another crate in this room? Yep. Now we're gonna cross. Just means you have less
Very
people
well.
to deal with.
I was gonna use the ballista to shoot people.
Well, the second you set off the ballista, these two would have come running out of the room.
And I would have shot them with ballista.
Not at the ballista's reload speed, you wouldn't.
No sparklies, there's some sparklies.
You missed!
Step forward, assholes!
Don't hit your dog. There you go. Congrats, you finally hit them. If you hit Alistair, I'm gonna laugh. Yeah, nothing would be funnier to me than if you guys
Get off!
How you doing, Alistair?
Not dead yet.
Take that!
There we go. That ballista did some work.
Yeah.
The first one was just barely out of range, which was upsetting.
If a ballista killed Smaug the dragon, I think a ballista can kill a fucking darkspawn.
Yet, let's not talk about how ineffective ballistas are in the last fight of this game, okay?
You mean literally the most annoying thing ever?
Very well.
Well, I mean, that's not fair, because you have to be, a Grey Warden has to deal the killing blow. I don't think ballista counts.
I'm just saying. I had the max on my deft hands, which means I have the most shots. I didn't miss a single shot, and that battle still took forever.
The reason it took forever for me is I made sure not a single one of the NPCs that joined me in combat. Because if you play this game right, you get a shit ton of people joining you in the final fight.
I'm aware.
So I spent more time making sure everybody was.
Have you no concern for your own existence? That's right. What did I say? Right, you're not paying attention. It has begun.
Loot the bodies.
As you say, I shall do it.
They're like the.
So many locked everythings.
It shall
Yeah,
be done.
that's what I'm saying is like I literally go feral anytime I can't open locked things in this.
Yeah.
Which is why my current playthrough as a mage is taking a while. Because I get furious quick.
Very well.
Because the second it makes that
Those getting better be
noise,
ready
it
to
won't let you
charge
in.
as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
It's a random pile of bones.
With a bunch of fire arrows.
I will be making use of those against the ogre.
I mean, you honestly don't need to.
That fight can go incredibly well,
Damn you!
or absolutely horrible.
I mean, your mage keeps getting knocked the shit out of it by Genlo, so I think.
It shall be done.
Like I said, cast paralysis at the beginning of the fight, you said.
Yeah, well, that goes. Oh, Alistair. It's okay, buddy. I got a kick for you.
Now we can run.
No. But Puppo leveled up. Who's a good Puppo? You have a third point. I was about to say, you better even out that con before that odd number annoys the shit out of me.
Alright, there we go.
Who's the bestest baby? Who will probably always get healed before Alistair will?
Definitely get lots of dog treats.
As you say.
Like, we wouldn't even just give it to him for healing. We would just give him all of the dog treats for no reason.
I'm about to walk into the kennels as it is.
Yeah, run to the switch, run to the switch, run to the switch. There is traps in here, though. What are you doing? You could have just ran straight at it. Nothing like watching your enemies get mauled by dogs.
Good job, doggos. Good job.
It shall be done.
I'm grabbing as much stuff as I can, but it's all almost exclusively garbage.
All almost exclusively garbage. Ah, now we have Caddis.
Ah, that's always nice.
Inventory.
Doo-doo-doo.
It's an armor.
There we go. Puppo now looks better.
No, he looks like a fierce warrior.
Warrior pup.
Pupperoni. Look at all these other puppies.
I wish I could take them with me. It would
Right?
make this so much easier.
Are you kidding me? Like, I literally... What I always do is I open these doors and then come running back so the dogs maul whoever chases me out of the room.
Do they really?
Yeah.
You know what? We're going to do that.
Yeah, just open the door and run back.
You guys are going to sit over here with the puppos. We will do the thing.
I do that every time, man.
You ready for this?
Run! Run! Yeah, because then it lures them over there, and then they attack anyone who comes out of the other doors. I cheated the system, Dragon Age. I figured out how you're broken. Yeah.
Those dogs
Here they come.
are screwing them off.
I told
Look
you.
at this. This is so broken.
I told you, it's so good.
Oh, there's more. I'm gonna help this puppo out.
Man, quite honestly, I would just lay on the floor in the kennel room and not move.
There we go. Good job, guys.
Yeah. I would just be like laying on the floor in the kennel room and not leave and be like, tell me when you like the bacon.
Yeah, that's not how this is gonna go. Hey, look, the puppos are now.
Oh, there's another crate.
No, you're right.
I shall do it.
I can shut the door behind the puppos and they'll be fine.
That's not how this works.
They'll be fine.
It's sparkling?
They'll be fine. See? The puppos will be fine.
He says. Could you imagine the dumbass Herlock that opens that door?
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Like, huh? Immediately shuts it. See, I told you it's a broken strategy.
It worked, though. They made that a lot easier. They did most of the work.
They did all the work, you got all the experience.
It has begun.
Ah.
It has begun.
We're about there, I believe.
Yeah, you go upstairs and you get to fight the ogre. Remember, tactical pause, switch to mage, cast stasis, and paralysis.
Oh.
I'm telling you, that's the winning strategy.
Let's see how it goes.
And you never had your mage cast fire on your weapons.
Oh, did he have that?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that.
It's interesting to me because there's an elemental enchantment spell for each element in this, but in the second one, it's there's just one move for elemental enchantments, and based on whatever element the staff of the mage has, is what element enchants your weapon with. No, yeah, okay. He is targeting, right?
Let's see here.
Just release. Get yourself over there and release.
I'm just trying to make sure.
I am armed.
Do not stand there. I'm telling you, do not stand there. Ah, he passed it. It doesn't happen often, but I guess he passed it. You wanna... Yeah, you don't. It enchants everybody. Yeah, no, I'm hella surprised. I don't often see ogres cast a paralysis.
What the hell's going on? Stop.
My guess is he didn't fully cast the paralysis.
This is gonna be the easiest fight ever.
Yeah. Switch to mage. Is it recharged yet? It has. Yeah, he's already targeting it, so you're good. God. It's annoying that he's resisting.
Fire, fire, fire!
Running.
Won the day.
God, I haven't seen this much running in circles since the Aeroshock fight in 2.
Over here. We've surely missed it. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Let's light it quickly.
Look. Yep, there they are.
Very well.
You're already getting gifts for your lady. Why would you waste that now with what is about to happen?
I don't think it counts as a full thing.
A lesser injury kit relieves one injury.
Yep, that's what he used.
You used a regular.
That was a lesser.
Nope.
Sound the retreat.
What about the king? Should we not?
Do as I command.
Logan's such an asshole in this game, but once you've read The Stolen Throne, everything just kind of makes you question. I'm just poor decisions Logan has made. This is...
See, I'm just thinking, like, all of these guys are so much better armed than the guys on the front line.
Yeah, and that was the point. Is they draw the Darkspawn army into the valley, so they get him in, and then he was supposed to flank, and because they got a good look at what numbers they were dealing with. My boy! My boy! No, don't. Rip. Poor Duncan. We're talking about how surprising it is that the game doesn't My boy.
Yeah, that hit broke some
Yeah,
ribs.
you got punched into a rock, man. Goes to check, sees that he's dead. Son of a bitch. Could you imagine how sad that would be?
Last thing you know, just took like 3 or 4 arrows, just thop, thop, thop.
My favorite thing is like everyone's just like not sure how you got rescued. Then at the beginning of Dragon Age 2, you're like, oh shit, she did legit turn into a dragon.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
I'm just thinking to myself, I just woke up naked, really hot chick in the room, scantily clad as well.
I don't think I was drinking last night, but
Alright, I can roll with this.
what happened to the Darkspawn? I remember you, the girl from the wild. Yeah, where am I?
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten. And
Nope,
we
no
are
chance
in
of that.
the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
What happened to the army? To the king? I remember being overwhelmed by Darkspawn. She rescued me, you mean from the tower?
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The
'Cause he's a dick.
Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
My friend, you mean Alistair?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before. Yes. He is
Yeah, that's
outside
about
by the
right.
fire. Mother asked to see you when you were
You are on the money.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no
I was gonna
healer.
thank her the first chance I got.
I know. I will go then. Why does your mother want to see me? Were my injuries severe?
Yeah, we're gonna go with that one
Yes,
next.
but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
See? Right there. Healing with magic.
What about Alistair? Is he alright? Why does your mother want to see me?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Very unkind. Those were his friends.
And you think they would encourage his blubbering? If so, they are not the sort of Grey Wardens the legends note.
Why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
This is the truth.
She tells nobody her plans. She just...
And then when her plans go awry, she gets angry at everyone.
Yeah.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Thanks a lot. I happen to be nobility, you know. Much, much higher.
I stand corrected.
Yes, you do.
I'm nobility. How fucking dare you pull that card on Morgan? You garbage man.
She finds it amusing, okay?
How did you manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Some minor detail.
Any survivors besides us?
Not a giant bird. Giant dragon!
Only stragglers
Very clear
that are long
distinction.
gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
I will be going back.
Why?
We will see what happened in that valley.
Why? What's happening? You're right, I wouldn't. Why did Tyrion Logain abandon the king?
Suit yourself.
Why did Tyrion Logain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Logain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it. I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
She very much wants you to leave.
For now. I'll take your 6 copper.
You can't open that chest.
Let me in!
You say.
You can only do that after Morgan's mission.
Here.
Mission.
Doesn't stop me from, you know.
You love that?
Oh, so I did. Now then, what do I need? Cunning helps. A little bit of constitution doesn't hurt. Strength for better armor is a definite thing. I need to be able to equip at least medium level armor. I think I'll go with a little bit of strength.
Yeah, your cunning should be fine for the second.
Should be.
Make sure when you grab Alistair, you teach him trap making.
Oh, are we gonna do the thing?
No.
We're not gonna do the thing?
No, I'm just saying completing base missions. If you, one of the missions you get in Lothering right away is...
I'm aware.
Don't do the thing.
Don't do the thing.
Don't do the thing.
Okay.
Don't do the thing. We know how to break this game. Don't do the thing.
We just broke the game.
Yeah, but that was fun. And less time consuming.
Very true. We would bore everybody to tears. I want to do the thing.
Don't do the thing! I swear to God.
Alright, let's take a look here. What should I put my last point into?
Well, everything is evens now, so you're gonna
Except for
directly... Okay, well, I mean, you don't use that as a rogue, so you might as well just black it out with a marker.
We'll do another point con, so that way I don't die nearly as quickly.
Do you see how none of these have locks on them? None of your specializations have locks on them? It's because I've beaten the game so many times, all of them are officially unlocked. I'm good at what I do.
Can't remember how I did it before.
I think it doesn't matter and you'll figure it out. Yep.
Expert coercion.
Yes. This would be the time to get it.
As always. Next up is...
Master. The 16. Yeah, like I said, your cunning's high enough for the moment.
It's high enough for most things.
No, it's not. You're gonna have to continue to add on to it, because even if you get master level lockpicking, the chests are decided by your cunning level. It has 2 requirements. Like, if you went to the deep roads now, you would be able to open none of those chests.
Well, that's in the talent thing. That's in the not in this screen. It's the other
Well,
one.
no, yeah, not on this screen, but that's what I'm saying is
This one right
you're
here.
good on that.
22 cunning for this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, and it's not even just that. Past device mastery, it not only determines device mastery, but how many points you have in cunning as well.
I haven't ever had a problem with 22 cunning to open anything in this game.
I have. That's what I'm telling you.
Alright, well, we got aim now that I can take, which just is basically to unlock to get to Mastery Archer. All the other stuff is nothing I want. at the moment, 'cause this is-
Combat movement. That way, if you get cornered by frickin' Hurlocs,
That's not how that works. This gives me a wider backstab angle. So I can shoot them in the back, which I'm not even sure works in this one. I think it only works for melee attacks, so I'm not quite sure. And then, of course, coup de grace, which, of course, again, is melee only. And then feign death, which is just...
You can do the one below it. Below the belt. It's just a kick in the nuts and you run away. It's so good.
And then you got deadly strike.
Yeah, that's all you gotta
Brutality,
do. Pocket
invasion.
sand, just pocket sand, kick in the nuts, and then back away. Isn't that the Archer Creed? Isn't that like this? That's what we do, right? That's what Rangers do?
Oh, this is melee only. This doesn't matter if I'm using rapid fire because I can't get any crits.
Make a decision.
I'm gonna keep building into bow.
Bitch.
Don't make me
Here we
break out the
go!
dictionary.
Here we go! I like looking at Dragon Age on your computer.
Here
Their
is your
armor
fellow
detail looks so
Grey
nice.
Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I don't know.
I'm not, thanks to Morgan's mom.
Appreciation is...
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Yes.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you?
My favorite thing is that Flemeth in
Names
this
are
game
pretty,
on
but
purpose
useless.
projected herself
The
as a crazy
chastened
old
folk
forest
call me
lady.
Flemeth.
And then in
I
the second
suppose it will
game,
do.
she shows up
The
like that.
Flemeth?
And I was
From
like,
the legend?
ah, nervous, attracted laughter.
Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
Daveth
That is
was
the
right.
last time we hear of
I
Davith.
know.
Right, no,
And
but Davith
it
was
will
always
suit
right.
you
Nothing
both
he
well,
said
has
was
it
wrong.
not?
Ever. Which is funny, considering he was a thief. Boop. I suppose we should say thank you.
If you know what is
That
good
is
for
right
you,
there.
I suppose
Yes.
you should.
Because what I said was nicer. Is there some way we can repay you?
All that I wish you to do is what
Don't
you
like
are
that.
meant
Don't
to
like
do.
that.
It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight.
May
Or
like a
did that
sandwich
change
square.
when I wasn't looking?
Big deal. You're making me hungry.
Of course not. Of course not. Of course
We
not.
were fighting the Dark Spawn. The king had nearly defeated them.
Nope.
Why would Loghain do this?
That
Now
was not
that's
the
a good
case.
question.
I mean, we did, actually.
Men's hearts
Not
are
even
shadows
close.
darker than any tainted creature.
That fight was not
Perhaps
going
he
well.
believes the Blight is an army.
Well, I
he
mean,
can
we were fighting
outmaneuver.
them. That would have been better
Perhaps
had
he does
Logan
not
not,
see
like...
the evil behind
It still would have been a loss.
True threat.
To be fair,
The
it would have been a
Archdemon.
loss. It wouldn't have been as spectacular of a loss. They may have been able to retreat, but it would have been a loss.
I think, honestly, they might have been able to push Ostagar out, or at least cut down the numbers. Because if they would have forced the Darkspawn to retreat, the Archdemon wasn't ready at this point.
No, not quite. Because it's still waking up as this is all going on.
Because honestly, I don't think the numbers if they had dealt with the Darkspawn numbers here appropriately,
It would not have spread nearly as bad as it
yeah,
did.
like Lothering wouldn't have been
They would have bought
eviscerated.
precious weeks of time.
Yeah, which, now we don't have. What is the Archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface.
You'd
An
know
Archdemon
something
is an
about
old
that,
god
wouldn't
awakened
you?
and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome
We need to stop
and
talking
immortal
about spoiler
thing,
details. It's
and
going
only
to confuse some
fools
people.
ignore history.
Let's see here. I'm not going to bitch out.
Will you help us fight this Blight, Flemeth?
Me, I am just an old woman who lives in the wild.
X'd out.
I know nothing
Extra
of
do!
threats and Darkspawn.
Right.
Whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Dark Spawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And like
And who
knowing
will
half the
believe
shit
you?
we know now.
Unless you think
It's like
to
I can't
convince
even
this
be
Logain of
completely
his
mad at
mistake.
Logain.
He
I
just
can.
betrayed his own
It just
king.
depends on how
If our
close-minded I
Eamon
set
knew
myself
what
to.
he
Yeah.
was like, he would be the first to
How
place
much
execution.
can you black out the borders? Are you gonna watch this in widescreen definition? Am we gonna put blinders on you like a horse? Arl Eamon, the Arl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostergard.
My favorite thing is if you come at this
And he was
as any
Caitlyn's
other
uncle. I
background,
know
you're
him.
like, who the
He's a
fuck
good
is
man,
Eamon?
respected in the
Especially as like the crazy Dalish
Of
forest
course, we
elf.
could go to Redcliffe and appeal to
It's
him.
Uncle Eamon.
Literally
hey,
just
Uncle Eamon.
nudging Alistair. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's Alistair, not him, by the way.
Yeah.
Eamon is Alistair's like, hey, Uncle Eamon.
And we're just like, all right,
Like,
sure.
how have these two never met?
Because he was kicked out as a baby,
Just saying.
as a youngin.
Just saying. Should have happened.
Sounds like an excellent idea. Is that where we're picking?
Such determination. How intriguing.
I mean,
Don't
our options
know
are
if Al
optimism
Eamon's
or
help
death.
will be enough.
Come on, lady, we don't have that many.
Defeat the Darkspawn
And I'm too
horde.
spiteful to die. So, like, at this point, surely there are other allies we can call on.
We're gonna... Yeah.
We need the rest of the Grey Wardens.
I don't know how to contact them, or if they're even on their way. We need to do something now.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to
She's
Redcliffe
so
and these other
sly.
places and
Yeah, she's
build
just
an
like,
army.
according to plan. Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then,
We need to get Grey
ready
Warden
to be
t-shirts.
Grey Wardens.
Little plushy griffins.
I want plushie. I want the plushie Mabaris. You seen them? They're so cute.
One of each.
I bought one for Kerrigan for Christmas, and like I bought her that and a little Sten plush, and she like started crying. Anywho, yes, thank you for everything, Flemeth.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
And I will be
As
taking
you
it
as family,
immediately.
Mother dear, shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none? The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl, and you will be joining them. Such a shame. What? The last time I looked, you had ears.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
No.
I've been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well, we'll take her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth,
But you're gonna continue anyway.
won't this
Yep.
add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that
Alistair,
card.
stop being so judgy.
Taken.
As the person who ran around
This
as
is
an
not
illegal
how I
mage, I
wanted this.
promise you, they
I'm
don't
not
notice
even
as much
ready.
as you think they
You
do.
must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They
Ugh,
need
my
you,
neck
Warden.
hurts.
Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the blight. Even I.
No, you won't.
Yes, you will.
No, she won't.
Mm-hmm. I
And
bet.
you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Knowing what we know about who she is now, that makes so much sense. She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Puppy.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that. Dear
Shut up, crazy lady. We're gonna come back and kill
so
later.
kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something
Puppies,
done, do it
shut up.
yourself. Or hear about it for a decade
Didn't
or two
work.
afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
I think we should get underway. Actually, I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really Flumeth's daughter? You're standing right in front of her.
That's what makes this great.
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
Oh, it was...
It's just difficult to imagine her.
Young, married, pregnant. Who said she was any of these things? I certainly did not.
Have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
We know.
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes,
girl.
this is what
She's
I want.
such a romantic. I think
Leaving.
I'll straight up punch you.
Perhaps
she's-
Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Tell me about this village to the north.
It is a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry.
Alistair would know all about that.
And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch.
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
It's so funny to me. Is there any reason to go to Lothering then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance
I just want
might
you to know
go
my first
unnoticed.
playthrough, I never went
Beyond
into the
that,
tavern.
'tis close, and
Never.
I know the way.
My first playthrough, I didn't go into the tavern.
So disappointed in you.
Well, I think the game might have glitched because I went around to the buildings and I was like, okay, I can't get in any of these buildings. Whatever, fine. And
Then you crossed the bridge and didn't try to get into any more buildings. Is what happened.
yeah, literally. I was like, okay, so the only building I can get in is the Chantry. Fine. And I don't even think I asked the revered mother for the key to Sten's cage. I think I just picked it. I was just like, you're coming with me, buddy. How are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawn. That's not reassuring.
We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
Nope, we're totally going further in.
The Darkspawn are camped farther in the forest.
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
I realize that line is so much worse when you are the only woman in the conversation. Morgan, I'm sorry. I feel for you. Just me standing behind Alistair. Whoa!
See, the thing is Alistair can't cook.
Never mind him. You don't have to cook. Then you can substitute for Alistair. Excellent. You'll at least be of some use. That's
not a
rude.
dick.
That's rude.
But this right here is a dig at Alistair.
Yeah.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest it is at all related to cooking.
I have no more questions.
Isn't that such an appropriate response regardless?
Yeah.
Just be like, okay, I'm good. I'm
Let's
good.
go,
I'm good. I'm
let's
good.
go.
I'm good. I'm just
Yeah, at least until we get Bo down, man. There's, like, he can do the cooking after this.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned down hut.
only because there's something
Tis far
valuable
more
inside of
likely
it.
You will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
Nope.
I mean, the area, yeah,
All
but
I
your
meant
hut
was-
was, like, untouched.
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Do.
Alistair leveled up.
So he did. Let's do the level up, and I think we can go ahead and call it.
Yep.
Alistair, you are too squishy.
We're already just covering that right now. No, trap making, remember?
Boom.
Never leave a quest unfinished. Shield defense. You know, since he needs to learn how to defend himself.
We also need to set some of their tactics up.
Yeah, we'll do that before we start recording next episode. But other than that, thank you so much for joining us. We will try to get more recordings up quickish. Don't look at me. You're the one who's not home half the time. Anywho, thank you for joining us. Please, I guess because we keep forgetting to say this, like and subscribe if you want more content. Also, if you have any suggestions or things you want to see or questions answered, please feel free to ask in the comments. And thank you so much for, once again, thank you so much for joining us. To be continued in the next episode. Bye.